This is the Orioles POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Baltimore Orioles. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
That was infuriating, super deflating, and not what you expected here on this Saturday. The O's cruising into the ninth inning against the Toronto Blue Jays, up 4-2 for left-hander Keegan Akin and right-hander Yennier Cano give up 3 runs to be walked off by the Toronto Blue Jays 5-4. Good evening, everyone. Coming up on 6 o'clock on the East Coast. My name is Luke Slayball. This is the Orioles Postcast. I want to say sorry first and foremost for not being here yesterday. Had something come up unexpected last minute. Minutes turned to hours. Hours turned into an entire evening, and I could not get here. Will not happen again, knock on wood, as we are in the home stretch of this season. And I see you all here live on YouTube commenting, "Goo with a good laugh line probably ends the O's playoff run." And yeah, this was unacceptable. What we're going to talk about today is the turning point of this game, getting walked off in the ninth inning. The O's have now blown 20 saves in 2025. There are glaring, more pressing, more urgent issues with this club. Hitting with runners in scoring position, hitting to contact, the whole starting rotation. However, we've seen a team grow since the firing of Brandon Hyde and put up more respectable performances in some of those areas. See Trevor Rogers, Tyler Wells, Kyle Bradish, Gunnar Henderson with runners on. However, the bullpen has remained a constant. In this patchwork bullpen ideation, building it on the fly, there are very few holdovers. It is time to nuke the bullpen.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
It's hard to give these guys credit, particularly Keegan Akin, who has 1 more year of control, and Yennier Cano, who's a free agent in 2029. They have combined, get this, for 11 blown saves, the 2 of them. And they're supposed to be the more experienced pitchers in the back end of the bullpen. It's not been a fair shake for Keegan, for sure. He's been asked to be an opener, a setup man, and a closer, all in the course of 2025. However, you got to produce. You go into the ninth inning with a 2-run lead, got to produce. Got to find a way to get outs. Bottom 9, Davis Schneider flies out to Colton Cowser, and then Dalton Varsho with 1 out lays down a bunt right to Keegan. Throw was off. It's inside the first base line. It's a throwing error and a single credited to Varsho, who advances to second base. Interim manager Tony Mansolino comes out, puts in right-hander Yennier Cano. Ernie Clement gets a hanging slider, shoots it to left field. Varsho parks it at third base, so runners at the corners for Joey Loperfido in a 2-run game. In for Miles Straw, who was a defensive replacement for Nathan Lucas. 1-1 count, split finger fastball, a single, a ground ball through the right side, past the glove of Jackson Holliday. 1 run scores, and Ernie Clement goes from first to third. Andres Jimenez, also in a 1-1 count, high 2-seamer, hits a grounder just past Gunnar Henderson into left field to tie the ball. With 1 out, perhaps you can still get out of this unscathed. Play for extra innings. The O's have had several extra inning wins in the past week. George Springer, 2-2 count, 2-seamer inside, downswing, hits the fingertips of the catcher's mitt of Samuel Basallo. The rookie commits catcher's interference, credited as an error in the final box score. And the second error for Basallo this season to put another runner on base. Enter Alejandro Kirk. 0-1 count, 2-seamer low, hits it just deep enough to Colton Cowser in center field for a sacrifice fly, capping a 3-run ninth and the Blue Jays' 45th comeback win of the season. They will make the playoffs. They believe in themselves. They're hot. They've got a very good combination of talent, youth, and experience. The O's lose for the 3rd time this season when leading in the 9th inning. On the 20th blown save of the season. And it ruins what could have been the team leading, extending 11th win for Tomoyuki Sagano, who outdueled Max Scherzer.
This is what you'll be talking about.
How does Tomo just keep getting ripped off in these scenarios? He has been the constant, the only semi-consistent pitcher in this rotation. Had a little bit of a dip there after the All-Star break. However, he goes 6 innings, a very efficient 6 innings, and outduels 3-time Cy Young Award winner, Chesterfield, Missouri native Max Scherzer. Max grew up in the neighborhood next to mine, Nooning Tree, went to Parkway Central High School. He's like 10 years older than me, though, so we don't know each other. Out the gate, an 8-pitch 1-2-3 first inning for Tomo Sagano. Fearfully, this could have ended after one frame. He gets Vlad Guerrero Jr. out on a cutter. High pitch, grounded right back up the box, 113 off the bat. And it hits Tomo in the left ankle. At first, to the naked eye, it looked like it aggravated that right foot, which was hit against LA in his most recent start. However, Tomo shakes it off, sits with the trainer for a bit, and comes back out to strike out the side in the bottom of the second. 12 pitches, getting Addison Barger looking on a 2-seamer through the front door. Davis Schneider striking out on a splitter, and Dalton Varsho busting in at 94 on a 4-seam fastball. The first time that Tomo has struck out the side in the major leagues against the team with the lowest strikeout rate. And from there, does really well, induces a ground ball double play to get out of a 3rd inning jam. Gets a nice diving play on the backhand from Kobe Mayo on a ground out by Nathan Lucas there in the bottom of the 4th. And through 4, he faces the minimum on 37 pitches. It is almost too good to be true that Tomo Sagano is carving up the Blue Jays. Of course, right when that thought comes to the front of your mind, Addison Barger crushes a leadoff home run in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 count, sweeper low and in. We know lefties like it down there. Belted to right center field for his 20th long ball of the season to make it 2-1. Gives up a single to Davis Schneider, and then Tomo gets out of it. Strikes out Varsho on a splitter in the dirt. Ernie Clement to fly out to Colton Cowser, and Taylor Heineman to do the same. Tyler Heineman, excuse me. And in the bottom of the 6th, with 1 out, George Springer singles to center field, sitting on a first pitch 2-seamer inside at 94. And then Nathan Lucas, splitter outside, hits a ground ball to Gunnar Henderson for a twin killing to get the 6th inning over with. 63 pitches is all Tomo Sagano needed to throw a quality start through 6. 45 strikes of those 63. 1 earned run on the home run. 4 hits total and 4 strikeouts. No walks. Compare that to Max Scherzer's 5 innings and 91 pitches, which we will talk about after the break. The O's offense getting out to a good start in the first, a 2-run rally that we will dissect, and then the rookies coming through with some supposedly late insurance hits, Samuel Basayo and Kobe Mayo. And that's all coming up after the break. This is the Orioles Postcast. I am down horrendous. I'm really sorry for missing yesterday. I wanted to talk about Tyler O'Neill coming back and all that, and things got out of hand. But you know what also is down bad? Me without hair. If you ever saw me, all the parents did was have me go to Great Clips, get a buzz cut. Was worried that my hair was going to fall out. I would have needed Nutrafol. It's the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand. It's trusted by over 1.5 million people, maybe 1.6 million people. I'll never know. Supplement is clinically tested. It targets the root causes of thinning and shedding with a proactive approach. Clinically tested, you say? Well, you can feel good because Nutrafol, get this, is NSF certified and backed by peer-reviewed studies. That ain't nothing. See thicker. Thick with 3 C's. Thicker hair. Stronger hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering Locked On MLB listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code Locked On MLB. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code Locked On MLB. Show is also brought to you by FanDuel. We love FanDuel. NFL season is here. My Sunday ticket not working. But FanDuel says you can get in on the action. New customers can bet just $5. And if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. It's quick, it's easy, and the best way to add a little bit more energy to your Sunday. So are you ready to play? Yes. Download the FanDuel app now by visiting fanduel.com to get started. That's fanduel.com to place your first $5 bet. It looks like the comment section is angry, given all the comments pouring in. I will go through them in a second. I am also angry. I've got buffalo wings waiting for me. Um, I cannot overstate the the need to depart from Yennier Cano and Keegan Akin. You want to compete in 2026, you got to turn around this puppy real quick. This almost reminds me of that scene from The Big Short with Ryan Gosling breaking down how the certain bonds were packaged together and sold, and it created this huge housing bubble. I think that's the Orioles bullpen. Like all the guys that they would want for 2026 are no longer there. We'll talk about the offense right quick. Jackson Holliday leading off the game with a single up the middle, 21-year-old against 41-year-old Max Scherzer. Dylan Beavers then working a full count, got a generous call on an inside strike, but works the walk. So 2 on for Gunnar Henderson, 2 strikes. He gets a hanging slider. He bangs it off the right field wall. Holiday scores. Beavers had to make sure that it landed safely, so he parks it at third base. It's 1-0 O's. And then Tyler O'Neill, the general, is back. First pitch slider. Hits a ground ball sharply to shortstop. Able to bring home Beavers. It's a productive first pitch out to make it 2-0. In the 8th and the ninth, the O's manufacture runs and do a good job of adding insurance runs. With 1 out, Dylan Beavers takes a walk. 3 walks today in the 2-hole. I love that Tony Mansolino put him in there. Scheduled day off for Jeremiah Jackson, the rookie. He's been, burning the candle quite a bit, and a great start for Jeremiah Jackson. He just needed some rest. Beavers is a top of the order hitter. Probably profiles well at the leadoff spot. However, if Jackson Holliday can work some walks as he has been doing of late, those two put together with the 3 batter minimum, you don't mind necessarily going up against a right-hander to start with a lefty 1-2, and then later in the game going up against a left-handed pitcher. These are all hypotheticals. This is not my domain. I'm just saying Beavers with 3 walks in his first game, batting number 2 in the majors, 2 of them against Max Scherzer, signed me up. He trades places with Gunnar Henderson after a fielder's choice. Gunnar steals second, and then right-hander Seranthony Dominguez comes in. We're in the top of the 8th. Tyler O'Neill with this 2-2 swinging bunt of sorts on a sweeper. Just a little dribbler up the third base line that is going straight, almost a 90-degree angle. And all the catcher can do is just smother it. So enter Samuel Basallo. Finds a splitter outside. Seranthony Dominguez, his signature pitch, as Orioles fans remember him well, smokes a double off the left field wall to make it a 3-1 ball game. 6 of Basallo's last 7 hits have gone for extra base hits. Problem is he just hasn't been hitting enough. However, he is 21. He is new to the major leagues. There will be some swing and miss and some antsiness, it appears. In top of the 9th, with 2 outs and the O's up 3-2 now, Cade Stroud having surrendered a run in the bottom half of the frame. Kobe Mayo, 1-1 count against right-hander Braden Fisher, rookie against rookie violence. Hanging curveball, belted 403 feet over the left field fence. for Kobe's 8th home run of the year, exit velo 108. It had been 28 games since Mayo's last multi-hit game, and he goes 2 for 4, throw in 2 strikeouts there. That'll do it. The O's now 25 and 23 in one-run games, 13 and 13 in those types of games since the All-Star break. It was going to be a rubber game. The O's have to salvage tomorrow with a bullpen game. Right-hander Chase McDermott reportedly with the taxi squad. Chase McDermott not living up to the top prospect billing this year. 6.18 ERA in 59 and 2/3 innings in the minor leagues. That's a 137 first pitch on MASN 2 against right-hander Shane Bieber, impending free agent Shane Bieber. Hello, Mike Elias, and future GM to be named later. 23 of you have commented since I have checked the comment section. Some of them are, there's a George Bush reference here. There is a Colton Cowser is untouchable comment here. Narniak comments, how is Cano even on the roster, let alone in a high leverage situation? We've learned a couple of things the last couple of weeks. One, those two got to go, Akin and Cano. Just haven't pitched well enough in high leverage situations. We've also learned that Cade Stroud in high leverage situations is growing. He needs to get better. I've seen some venting. Jeff Molnar is coming to the defense of Stroud, Cano, and Keegan Akin, and he also says here live on YouTube that Chase McDermott needs more time. That's sure. That's fine. Molnar says that I am underrating Baltimore Orioles in 2025. I think a lot of people are. Perhaps they are. That'll do it. Appreciate you all tuning in here on this Saturday afternoon. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. The final score, the Toronto Blue Jays 5, the Baltimore Orioles 4. Good night. Stay safe. See you back here tomorrow night.